Movie violence can often be a gratuitous act, but in the hands of John Woo, violence becomes a meaningful action opera for how differing ideals conflict and the fallout thereof, which is explored in the context of both tragedy and beauty. This is because Woo is more than an action director, not just from his formative Wuxia films, Wuxia denoting martial arts films made in China with a chivalrous message, based on centuries-old Chinese literature, but into his transfer from the Hong Kong action thrillers he effectively kickstarted with 1986's A Better Tomorrow. He then moved on to Hollywood with 1993's Jean-Claude Van Damme vehicle Hard Target. Beneath a spray of bullets and blood, there are deeper themes such as spiritual longing, romance as a perilous tightrope, brotherly camaraderie, and existential questions about whether it's violence that truly defines the human experience. We hope you enjoy this video and introduction to the films of John Woo. If you do, please consider contributing to the discussion in the comments section below, liking the video by clicking the thumbs up icon, or subscribe to this channel to help support us. Thank you for watching. It's the thematic underlayer that makes the films of John Woo satisfying beyond mere surface thrills. Daring to challenge audiences with the prevalent concept that there is beauty in violence, Woo purposely instills a performance into the staging of violent encounters. These action sequences are like a dance, often referred to as a bullet ballet, the signature of Woo's work. Emotions are intensified, dramatic revelations and encounters are heightened. Woo achieves this through his use of slow motion, which helps release the nervous tension from the characters throughout the sequence. Violence, such as is both experienced and meted out by Chow Yun-fat in the roles of Ah Jong in 1989's The Killer, and as Tequila Yen in 1992's Hard Boiled, becomes a cathartic experience whereby a character confronts their fate. Woo earns this meaning by providing his characters with suitable backstories, motivations, and a position of empathy. There is also the effective technique of presenting his protagonist's actions through heroic framing. The camera is positioned low to make a character like Ah Jong look dominant and elevated, almost superhuman, godlike. For a director who influenced Hollywood films of the 1990s, Woo himself was influenced by American directors by borrowing Sam Peckinpah's use of slow motion to service on-screen conflicts through intensifying the emotional consequences. Woo also shows an apposite sense of character placement, a director who instinctively grasps the mental state of a character according to the scene they are in. Different locations employ specific lighting color schemes to signify danger or safety, reflecting the character's emotions at that moment, while costumes help position the character's status. If they blend into the environment, they belong. If their costume contrasts, they are out of place. In the discussion of violence in Woo's films, for all the spectacle, Woo does not glorify violence. When bullets hit a body, they strike with palpable force, a genuine impact that almost feels painful. In the case of Sally Ye's Jenny in The Killer, she is blinded by the violence of Ah Jong, literally, a collapse of romantic potential that imbues their ongoing relationship with uncertainty and withheld truths. In other words, love built on a lie. The perilous tightrope of romance alluded to earlier is caused by a violent reckoning, affecting its ability to blossom. Elsewhere, brotherly camaraderie is shattered by the violence of the Vietnam War in 1990's Bullet to the Head, which makes the similarly plotted The Deer Hunter by Michael Cimino from 1978 seem like a beatific affair. Woo's worlds are, in summary, frustrated ones. Violence bristles under the surface, romance and connection between people are disrupted and even destroyed in the face of a cruel society. The gun is the interlocutor. The bullet ballet is a dance into uncertainty and often oblivion. Woo achieves his storytelling aims through several techniques. The camera is always hunting for the actors, seeking them out through kinetic movement and also moving towards them, creating a sense of longing. As a viewer, we desire to know more about them, feel their pain, and want to release them from their conundrums. We become invested in them. This is coupled with intimate framing on people and objects, placing the audience like a bullet in the chamber of a gun. Things are about to escalate. Something significant is about to happen. Guns tend to lead the characters' interactions. A fine example is the restaurant shootout in A Better Tomorrow, where it is the guns who engage in an argument while the people stay silent. The weapons releasing that tension with their accompanying humans almost an appendage to their automation. In Bullet to the Head, the central character is, in fact, titular, with the gun firing the bullet that will bring revelation to the three close friends, and manipulates their relationship throughout with the empty promise of control over a world where violence reigns supreme. In setting the blueprint for action cinema from 1980s Hong Kong and then 1990s Hollywood, John Woo has taken the maverick elements of directors like Peckinpah and fomented a mix of explosive gunplay and spiritual awakening that makes his films uniquely intoxicating. The sight of doves taking flight occurs at moments of revelation to denote a character has finally come to their journey's end, or reached an understanding of the beauty both behind and in the bullet fired from a gun. A cynical violence of interactions that, once liberated from, opens a gateway to rapture.